Hi, Stephen Hurd from My London Home here. Did you know that rent increases can backfire under the Renters' Rights Act? Under the new Act, landlords can still increase their rent annually. But here's the catch, get it wrong and the rent can actually go down. That's not just theory, that's the way the legislation is designed. Under the new rules, rent can usually be increased once every 12 months. If a tenant thinks an increase is too high, they can take it to the First Tier Property Tribunal, and at that point, the landlord is no longer in control. The tribunal isn't there to decide whether an increase feels reasonable. Its job is very specific, to decide what the true market rent is for that property on those terms at that time. And this is the bit that many landlords don't realise. There is no protection for the existing rent. If the tribunal decides that the proposed rent is too high, it will reduce it. But if it decides the market rent is lower than what the current tenant is paying, it will set the rent lower. So yes, a rent increase can genuinely backfire. That doesn't mean landlords shouldn't increase the rent. They can and often should. But it does mean that automatic uplifts are risky. The market's gone up isn't evidence, and poorly justified increases will invite scrutiny. Once the tribunal sets a figure, that's then locked in for 12 months, regardless of whether the market moves or not. And this is exactly why getting the right advice makes a difference. At My London Home, all of our rent valuations are based on clearly demonstrable, real comparable evidence, not guesswork, not generic market commentary. We don't just give landlords a number. We support that valuation so it is ever challenged, there's confidence that it stands up to proper scrutiny. Under the Renters' Rights Act, evidence matters more than ever. And that's what protects our landlords, or will protect our landlords, from rent increases backfiring. If you want a rent increase that's compliant, defensible and grounded in the real market, that's where we can help. Message me to find out how we can help manage your property through the coming changes.